Hello folks, so in this video we are going to be looking at how to save your work. um, we are going to look at two ways of saving your work. The first way is when you save your work as a JPEG. JPEG means a picture. It means you have actually finished your work and you're satisfied with it, and you are ready to maybe post it online and start or print it out, and make use of it. So you can post it as a JPEG, you can save it as a JPEG. The second format that you can save your work is the PSD, which simply means Photoshop document. When you save your work as a PSD, what it means is that you intend to come back and still work on that work. It means you are not finished with it yet. So anytime you're working as a graphic designer, you need to make sure you save your work in these two formats, because you never know, you might need to come back and work on it again. So you need to save it so that you don't have to start all over again. So that's the beauty of saving it as a PSD, as a Photoshop document. You don't have to start all over again. You can just open it and continue from where you stopped. But once you save it as a JPEG, it means you are satisfied and you are finished with your work and you are ready to print it out or to post it and all that. So what you need to do to save your work as a JPEG, as a picture, you go to File, and under File you just click on File, then you scroll down to Save As, and as soon as you click on Save As, it will open the menu for you to pick a location. You can pick, let's say for instance, desktop, and you see, and then it will ask you to name file name. So for instance, I can name this file, let's say shapes. You need to give your work a name, so let me say shapes. Yeah, so as you can see, the format is already on Photoshop PSD, which is PSD PDD, which simply means Photoshop document. So if I save it on this format, it means I can easily come back to that work again and continue from where I stopped. So you just go ahead. Once you have picked desktop, I've named my work shapes, and the format is Photoshop document PSD or PDD. All I need to do is just to click OK, and I'll click OK again, and it has been saved. If I go to my desktop now, I will see the work. The work is already there on my desktop. It's already there. I will see it there. Once I go to my desktop, you can see the shapes here. Alright, so now the second way to save your work is as a JPEG. So it's the same process. You go to File, then you come to Save As, and you can see desktop has opened, and the file name is already there, shapes. So you just go to Format, which is on Photoshop PSD. You click on it and a drop down menu will come, then you go to JPEG. Now if you go to JPEG, there are three JPEGs there. There is JPEG, there is JPEG 2000, there is JPEG stereo. So what you need to do is always choose the first JPEG. So I click on it and I have JPEG there. So I say save, and while you are saving, under the JPEG options, under quality, always use 8 as your quality. Always use 8. And under format option, always use baseline standard. Baseline standard, always use baseline standard. So basically I can now click on OK, and my work has been saved. So once I go back to my desktop, I can see my work is there, so it has been saved. So basically that's how you need to save your work as a graphic designer. You save it in two formats, You save it as a Photoshop document, and you also save it as a JPEG. That way you can always come back again and work on your and continue working on your